Hello everyone. So in this video we will learn how to integrate Google Sheets and Gmail. So our use case is pretty simple. When a record is added in Google Sheet, automatically send payment reminder via Gmail. Now Google Sheet is an amazing spreadsheet program and Gmail is an emailing tool. So what we are going to do is we are going to send the data from Google Sheets to Gmail. But there is one minor problem. There is no integration between Google Sheets and Gmail. So in cases like these, we have to bring a third app to properly connect them both. So in this video, we will be using Pabbly Connect to integrate Google Sheets and Gmail. And the best part of using Pabbly Connect is there is no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. It can be done easily. Let me show you on my screen.
Okay, so to begin the process, first type pabbly.com in your browser. Pabbly.com, press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. Here hover on products and at the bottom you will find the option called as connect. Click on connect and then just click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can also create your own free account in just 2 minutes. Here, I would like to mention one more thing that Pabbly Connect offers a plan where this integration can be tried out absolutely free. So you just have to clone the template of its workflow, which is available in the description box. Once you clone the template, you will get immediate access to this amazing workflow in your account. Okay, so scroll down and at the bottom you will find connect. Just click on access now. Okay, so at the top right corner you will find a button, create workflow. Click this. A dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. So I'm going to give it as payment reminder from Google Sheet. Payment reminder from Google Sheets. Of course, you can give any name according to your discretion, but I'm going to give it as payment reminder from Google Sheet. Excellent. So just click on create. Okay, so when you click on create, a window appears in front of you. So this is called as the trigger window. So in the choose app, how about we make it as schedule module, this one. Okay, so the idea is that we are going to use the scheduler module to set the time at which it will fire the emails. Okay, so here we are going to set the time. Now here it is asking for the run scenario. So basically we have choices at regular intervals. Nope, we don't want that. At once, nope, we actually want to send the emails every day. So in the run scenario, we have kept the scenario as every day. Okay, now we have to select the time at which the email will be fired. Now this time is in UTC format. Okay, so your obvious question is, what is a UTC format? UTC format basically means the coordinated universal time. Now this term is actually a bit different from your country time. For example, let me show you. For example, here we have the UTC coordinated time. Okay, so this bar represents the UTC coordinated time and here it is representing the Indian Standard Time. So basically I am from India. Okay, so that is why I'm concerned about the Indian Standard Time. Okay, so this is IST, Indian Standard Time, and then we have the London Standard Time, and this is the UTC coordinated time. Okay, so as you can see here, it is 4:30 p.m. okay, while the UTC equivalent is 11 a.m. okay, so my point is Indian Standard Time is around 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of UTC coordinated time. For example, if I want to send the email at 12:30 p.m. okay, so if I want to send the email at 12:30 p.m. I would have to set the UTC time at 7 a.m. because the Indian Standard Time is 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of UTC coordinated time. So what I'm going to do here is in the schedule, I'm going to make it as 07, okay, and 00. So the idea is that the email will be scheduled to be fired at 12:30 p.m. because we have kept the UTC at 7 a.m. This is because, as I explained before, the Indian Standard Time is 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of the UTC time. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on save. Okay, so the schedule has been saved successfully. Now we want to send the data. Now to get the data, all you have to do is just click on this plus button. Okay, so we are going to extract the data from Google Sheet. So this is my Google Sheet, okay, and it has been titled fees data. And these are the columns I have: name, email, phone, fee status, fee paid, remaining fees, and the due date. Okay, so these are the data. This is the name. Okay, so this is all the name. Then we have all the emails of the related students, and then we have the phone number, and of course the fee status. As you can see, the fee status is some of them have due and some of them have paid. Okay, and this is the amount that has been paid, and this is the remaining amount that has to be paid, and this is the due date. Okay, so this is the last date, otherwise the student is most likely to be fired. Okay, so basically these are all the columns. Now we want to send all this data to Pabbly Connect. Now to do that, let me go to Pabbly Connect, and what I'm going to do here is, in this window, this is called as the action window, I'm going to make the app as Google Sheet, because we want to receive all the data from Google Sheets. That is why Google Sheets. Okay, now in the action event, we just scroll down and click on this one, get row. Okay, so get row is an action event. So what I'm going to do here is to receive all the data, all this data into Pabbly Connect. All I'm going to do here is connect with Google Sheets. So in the new credentials, just again click on connect with Google Sheets. Okay, so as you can see, we have a series of Gmail accounts. So these are all my Gmail accounts, and this particular Google Sheet called as fees data is present in this Google account, Gmail account. So I'm selecting this one. Okay, so now Pabbly Connect is asking me to confirm my choice. Now before I click on allow, let me tell you something. Pabbly Connect doesn't take any chances with your data. Your data is 100% safe and secure with us. Okay, so on the basis of that trust, just press allow. Okay, so it is showing the authorization is successful. Just press OK. Okay, so as you can see, two blanks has appeared in front of you, the spreadsheet as well as the range. Okay, so we have to select the spreadsheet. So my spreadsheet is fees data. So when we just click here, you can find all the spreadsheet that I have in my Gmail account. So these are all the spreadsheets I have in my Gmail account. So I'm going to select this one. So I'm just going to type fees data. Okay, so this is the one. So I want to extract all the data from here. That's the idea. Okay, so now coming to the next part, the range. Okay, so what is a range? Well, we want to send the data from Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. So basically, we want to tell Pabbly Connect that it has to take all the data beginning with this cell and stop receiving at this cell. Let me take you to my Google Sheet. So this is the cell that we want to send the data from. Okay, so this is the first cell. Okay, and this is and Pabbly Connect should stop receiving the data at this cell. Okay, so basically the first cell is A2. Okay, so let me just this is the cell address A2. Okay, so let me just type A2. Okay, so this is the first cell. Okay, and it has to stop receiving data at this cell, that is G10. Okay, so as you can see, this is the cell address G10. So this is the idea, so G10 it is. Okay, so basically it will cover all the data from here to here. Okay, so all this data that is present here to here will be covered and received by Pabbly Connect. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on save and send test request. When I will do that, I will find all the data that is present here inside Pabbly Connect. Let me do that. Okay, so as you can see, we have got the data. So this is the range, that is A2 to G10. Okay, and these are the data, that is this is the first cell value. Okay, that is this is from A2. Okay, that is Aaron Manuel, and we have got it. And then we have this is the email address, we have got it. This is the phone number. Okay, we have got it, and this is the status, that is due. Okay, so basically we have got the data for this row. Okay, and coming to this row, we have also got the data of this row. Okay, as you can see, we have 𝐿𝐺 manual. So this is the data of this row, and then we have this is the email address 𝐿𝐺 manual27@gmail.com. So this is the second row, this is the second column of this row, and then we have the data regarding the Frederick. So let me see, yes, we have the data of Frederick. So basically we have got all the data from Aaron Manuel to Charity Weil. So let me show you, do we have the data of Charity Weil? Yes, we have the data of Charity Weil. So this is the name Charity Weil. Okay, this is the name Charity Weil, and then we have the email charityweil@gmail.com. This is her phone number and her status is due. Okay, and this is the due date. Excellent. So basically we have got all the data from Google Sheets into Pabbly Connect, but there is one minor problem. So as you can see, we have got all the data in bulk. But what if we have to work on each of this data individually? Now to work on it, all you have to do is toggle this to the left. Okay, and once again just click on save and send test request. Okay, so we have got the data, so let's explore this. Okay, so as you can see, we do have got the data, but this time we have got the data in a more condensed format. So now we will be running the iterator module to enumerate each data row from this condensed data array. Okay, so if you don't get it, basically what it will do is it will basically sort out each data row, and this will continue till the last data row is reached. Okay, so let me show you. So basically what the iterator will do is it will sort out this row first, okay, and then after sorting out this row, it will sort out this row, and then it will sort out this whole row, it will sort out this whole row, and it will continue up to the last row. And after it has sorted out the data from this row, the loop will end. Okay, so that's the purpose of iterator module. Now to establish the iterator module, all you have to do is just click on this plus button. Okay, so another action window opens up. So in the choose app, how about we make it as iterator? Okay, so this one. Okay, so in the choose array, it is already mentioning as values. All you have to do is just click on save and send test request. You will probably understand what is going on. Okay, so as you can see, we do have the response. So as you can see, it is only showing the data of the first row. So as you can see, this is the data of the first row. So this is the whole data, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. This is the email, and then we have the phone number, the fee status, fee paid, remaining fees, and the due date. Okay, so basically we have got all the data of the first row. Now in the second iteration, it will draw the data of this row, okay, the third row. Okay, so and in the fourth iteration, it will show the data of this row. In the fifth iteration, it will show the data of this row. This will keep on continuing until the last row is reached. So this is the last row, and it will stop at this row. Okay, so we have got the data of the first row. But again, there is one minor problem. Now to explain the problem, let me just connect Gmail with my action window. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to connect with Gmail, and what I'm trying to do here is I'm just going to basically map all the details that we have recently received. So I'm just going to connect with Gmail. Okay, the authorization is successful. Okay, so let's start mapping. Okay, so we have the recipient name. Now we have obviously got this data. So this is the recipient name, that is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Now when we click on this mapping button, and when we just scroll down, and we are just going to map in the recipient name, that is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, we are getting the whole data. That is, along with the name, that is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, we are getting the email, the phone number, and all the other data that is present in first row. Okay, now similarly with the recipient email, we just have to map in the recipient email, that is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 1991. So what the problem is here again, we are just getting all the data along with it. With the email, we are getting the first name, then we have getting the phone number. So this is kind of wrong. So basically we have to split all this data into individual parts. Now to do that, all we have to do is just click on this plus button. Okay, so first let me just remove this window. We really don't need it. Okay. So I've just removed this. Now in the choose app, how about we make it as JSON extractor? Okay. So the idea is that we are going to split the data individually. For example, we will be getting the first name as 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, then we will be getting the email 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 1991, then we are getting the phone number, and so on. Okay, so that's the idea. Now in the action event, there is only one action event, that is extract JSON data. So let's click this and just click on connect with JSON extractor. Okay, so here we just have to map in the data. Now let me introduce you to this button. This is called as the mapping button. When we click this, you will find all the data that we have received from Google Sheet. So this is the data that has been recently filtered. That is, this data is from the iterator. So we are just going to map this. And when we click on save and send test request, it will show all the data individually. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, so as you can see, we now have all the data individually. So as you can see, we have the name, that is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, okay, individual data. Then we have data 1, that is email. Then we have data 2, this is the phone number. Okay, so this is the status, that is due. And then we have the amount that has been paid, that is 4,000. The total amount, and this is the due date. Okay, so basically we have got all of it. Okay, so we worked on data. So how about we work with time? So we want to send the email from today till the due date. For example, today is 19 February 2021, and the email should be fired every day till 28 February 2021 to only those students whose fees is due, because that's the idea, because this is the due date. Okay, February 28, 2021, and we should be sending the reminder emails to only those students who haven't paid the fees, or their the status or the fee status is on due. Okay, so that's the idea. So first of all, we have to establish the current date. Now to establish the current date, all you have to do is just click on this plus button. Okay, so now in the action event, how about we work with date time? Okay, so this is the current date time. So this is how we will derive the current date time. So in the action event, how about we make it as current date? Okay, then click on connect with date time formatter. Okay, so now it is asking the basic format. Now the basic format that I am interested in is this one. Basically, this is month, day and year. So this is the one we are interested in, month, day and year. Okay, now if you want, we can also include the time in the response, but we are not interested. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on save and send test request. So when I click on save and send test request, it will show the date, the current date. So today is the 19 February 2021. So basically, including if it is considering the basic type format, it will show the data as 02/19/2021. Let me show you. Just let me click on save and send test request. Okay, so as I mentioned, it is showing the value as 02/19/2021. That is 19 February 2021. Okay, so now we have established the today's date. So now we have to establish the conditions. So the first condition is it should always fire the emails only to the ones whose fee status is due. For example, there are people who have paid the fees. For example, Frederick Thyron has paid the fees, Jerry Maxwell has paid the fees, and Perry Gowart has paid the fees. So these people should not be getting any sort of emails. Only the ones whose fee status is kept as due should be getting the emails. Those people are Aaron Manuel, Lizzie Manuel, and then we have Michael Mavis, and then we have Dominic Petre, Hunter Zolomon, and Sherry DeVille. So only these people should be getting the email. And the second condition is it should send the emails from today till the due date, that is 28 February 2021. Now to establish the second condition, we basically have to compare two dates, that is today's date and the due date, that is 28 February 2021. Now the comparisons can be done only between two equal objects. So it would be actually difficult for the system to compare 19 February 2021 and 28 February 2021. So basically we actually have to convert both of them into timestamp format so that we can compare them. So your obvious question is, what are timestamp format? Well, timestamp format is also called as the POSIX format. So the timestamp format is basically the number of milliseconds that has elapsed since January 1, 1970. So we are not going to get into much technicalities about timestamp format, but I will tell you this. This format is very easy for the machines to read and perform calculation. For example, May 30, 2019 will be read as this. So this is the timestamp format for May 30, 2019. So basically what we are going to do is we are going to convert the due date as well as the current date into timestamp format. Okay, so first we will be converting the current date into timestamp format. Now to do that, all you have to do is just click on this plus button. Okay, so another action window opens up. Now in the choose app, since we are interested in converting the date, so how about we make it as datetime formatter, this one. Okay, so now in the action event, how about we make it as format date only, and then just click on connect with datetime formatter. Okay, so as you can see, there is a blank for the date. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on this button. So this is the mapping button, and I'm going to enter the current date. So the current date that we have got is 19 February 2021. So this is the current date, and the format that we are interested in is timestamp format. So we are just going to scroll down and going to enter the format. This is the one, timestamp format. Okay, so when I just click on save and send test request, it will convert this into timestamp format. So let me do that. Okay, so as you can see, the API response is showing the date in timestamp format. So this is the current date in timestamp format. Okay, so now coming to this part called as the due date. So we are also going to convert the due date into timestamp format. Click on this plus button. Okay, so in the choose app, how about we make it as datetime formatter? You know the drill, datetime formatter. Okay, so now in the action event, how about we make it as format date only? Then click on connect with datetime formatter. Again, in the date, we are just going to click on this mapping button, and we have received the date. So the date is 28th February. So let me just scroll down, and in the JSON extractor data, we will find, yes, this is the date. Okay, so that is 28th February 2021, and the format we are interested in is timestamp format. So this is the one. Okay, so let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so we have got the due date in timestamp format. So this is this data, this date converted into this. Okay, so the due date has been converted into timestamp format. Okay, so we have got both the due date and the current date in the timestamp format. Now basically we have to use the filters to establish the conditions. So as I mentioned before, we have to create two conditions. The first condition is the email should not be sent beyond the due date, that is 28 February 2021. And the second condition is the email should be sent only to the ones whose fee status is due. So we are going to work on the first condition. The emails should be sent only till the due date. Okay, so the due date is 28 February 2021 and the current date is 19 February 2021. So we are going to apply the condition something like this. If the current date is lesser than the due date, only then the data should flow. For example, today is 19 February 2021, which is obviously lesser than the due date, 28 February 2021. So that means the data can flow. For example, if the current date is 1st March 2021, then the data will not flow because the current date is obviously higher than the due date. Okay, so to apply those conditions, we have to bring in the filters. Now to bring in the filters, all you have to do is just click on this plus button. Okay, so when you click on this plus button, another window opens up. This is again the action window. So in the choose app, how about we make it as filters? Okay, so this is the one we want. Okay, so now we are going to apply a condition. So filter is basically if statement. Now the condition is if the current date is lesser than the due date. Now the current date we have actually got as the timestamp format. So this is the format for the current date, or was it this one? Let us check. So this one was 16144 was one for the due date, and 161369280 is for the current date. Okay, so this is the current date. Okay, so what we are going to do here is we are going to map in the timestamp for current date. So this is the one, and let's change it to from the default equal to less than. Okay, and then we are going to map in the timestamp format for the due date. So this is the one. Okay, so if the current date is less than the due date, the data should flow. So when I click on save and send test request, it will show as success because this condition is actually true. So let me show you. Let me just click on save and send test request. Yes, the condition is true. Okay, now we are going to apply the second condition. The second condition is if the fee status is due, then only the data should flow. Okay, so let us again click on this plus button. Another action window opens up. So in the choose app, let's again apply filter. Okay, filter. Now again, how about we make this as due. Okay, so when we just type due here, you will find the response. Yes, this is the data we want, due. Okay, now this is equal to due, and we are just going to manually enter due. Okay, so let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so we have got the status as success. The message's condition is true. So basically the idea is that if the current date is lesser than the due date, the data should flow. And also if the due date is equal to the due, if the status is due is equal to due, then only the data should flow. Okay, now we are going to sync all this data to Gmail. Now to do that, again, just click on this plus button. Okay, so when you click on this plus button, another action window opens up. In the choose app, how about we make it as Gmail? Because we want to send the reminder emails from Gmail. That is why. Now in the action event, just click on send an email. Then click on connect with Gmail. In the new credentials, just again click on connect with Gmail. Okay, so as you can see, these are all my Gmail accounts. So I'm going to send the email from this particular account. So I'm selecting this one. Okay, so now Pabbly Connect is demanding to confirm my choice. Now before you click on allow, as I mentioned before, Pabbly Connect doesn't take any chances with your data. Your data is 100% safe and secure with us. Okay, so on the basis of that trust, just press allow. Okay, excellent. So it is showing the authorization is successful. Just press OK. Okay, so now we have to map in the recipient name. Now I have already introduced you the mapping button. So all we have to do is just click this and let's map in the recipient name. So the recipient name is Aaron. So we have the data. Okay, so this is the one. And the recipient email is 𝗪𝗆𝗇𝗏1991. So this is the recipient email. Where is, yeah, this one. Now the person is me. This is coming from mine. Account, so my name is Michael and this is my email address, michael481@gmail.com. Okay, so this is my email address and the email subject is fees pending. Okay, we are just manually entering. And now in the email message, hello sir, and then we are again just going to map in the name, or let's remove sir and just enter Mr. or Miss, Mr/Miss, and the name is Aaron. Okay, hello Mr. Aaron Manuel, your fees hasn't been paid fully yet. Okay, and you have paid. And what was the amount that was paid? The fee that he has paid is 4,000. Okay, so we are just going to type 4,000 here, and the value will be mapped. Okay, fair. And you have to pay. And what was the remaining fee? That is 20,000. So the remaining fee is 20,000. So let me scroll down and let me check. Oh yeah, 20,000. Hello Mr. Aaron Manuel, your fees hasn't been paid yet. I'm sorry, been paid yet, paid fully yet, and you have paid 4,000 and you have to pay 20,000. And is there something else? Okay, excellent. Okay, we can also enter the due date, and the due date is so the due date was 28th February. So yeah, this one. Okay, and the due date is 28th February 2021. Okay, so we have entered the recipient name, recipient email, from name, from email, the email subject, that is fees pending, and this is the email message. So all I have to do is just click on save and send test request. So let me do that. Let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the API response is showing the email has been sent. Okay, so let's have a look into this person's email address, whether he has got the email. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to check into this Aaron Manuel's email ID. Okay, yes, we have the message. Okay, fees pending, and this is from Michael. Hello Mr. Miss Aaron Manuel, your fees hasn't been paid yet fully yet, and you have paid 4,000 and you have to pay 20,000, and the due date is to February 28, 2021. Excellent. Okay, so we have fired the first email to the person whose fees status was due. So your obvious question is, what about the rest of them? Well, the rest of them whose status is due will receive the emails at 12:30 p.m. because we have rigged the system to fire the emails at 12:30 p.m. Now the problem is it is 7 p.m. here. So the time at which the email were to be fired has elapsed for today. But don't you worry, the system will fire emails again tomorrow till 28th February 2021. So the rest of them whose fees status is due will start getting emails from tomorrow. So my point is, I will show you the result tomorrow. So I will pause this video till tomorrow and add the results. Okay, so as you can see, this is the Gmail account of Ms. Liji Manuel, and we have the message from Michael. Okay, this is fees pending, fees pending. So this was the message from yesterday, this is from today, and this was from day before yesterday. Similarly, we have the message from Michael for this guy called as Aaron Manuel. So this is fees pending for today's message, and then we have fees pending message from yesterday. Okay, so my point is our integration is working absolutely fine. This means anytime a new row is made in Google Sheet, it will be reflected as a message via Gmail.
Not just these two apps, you can integrate up plenty of applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Our dedicated team members will help you to automate your workflows. Or better, just visit our website www.pabbly.com. It's awesome. Thanks.